Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Desert Knits. Today is August 28th, 2016. I can't remember what number episode I'm on, in the teens somewhere. Anyways, I'm Laura. You can find me all over the internet as loraclare or lora.clare, and I blog at desertknit.blogspot.com. So first things first, I do have some podcasty news to do. It has been almost a full month since Warrior Camp ended, and I finally drew prizes. So yeah. As a recap, Warrior Camp ran for 3 months, and it was set a crafty goal and a fitnessy goal, and you earn points every week. At the end of Warrior Camp, all of those points go into a, well, in my case, random.org drawing for prizes. So the first prize is this lovely skein of hand-dyed yarn and a stitch marker by the Happy Little Dye Pot. I can attest to the quality of her dye stuff. I absolutely love and adore the pair of socks that I'm knitting out of one of her skeins. So this color is called Riddle 2, and it is 100 grams of merino, nylon, and stellina. So there's some sparkle. And then a little stitch marker. So this one, I drew Mary Cat Mom. You win this one. So if you could message me on Ravelry, or on Instagram, I guess. Message me, get a hold of me, let me know what your address is, and I will get this sent off for you. The second physical prize, because I'm also doing a couple pattern credits, is this skein of hand spun. I spun it, as well as a bag of the winner's choice. You can either choose from stuff in my shop on Etsy, which it has been a very long time since I've updated that, or we can work together. I do have a stash of yarn. You can pick whether you want a drawstring or a zipper, big one, little one. Yeah, just let me know. Anyways, this one, hand spun yarn, Shetland, by the way, Shetland. That one goes to OSU Knit Gal. So again, get a hold of me and I will get that mailed off. And then I decided that I would put a hand spun, hand knit item in for one of my prizes. This is a shawlette that I knit from some hand spun. It's just a little tiny, hold on. Alright, I think we're good. Kittens are fun, aren't they? Now he's in my room. Anyways, hand spun, hand knit. This is a pattern that I made up. It's just a stockinette and garter basic triangular shawl. And it is merino, bamboo, and nylon. And this one goes to Magenta Girl. And then I have 2 pattern credits on Ravelry, 2 $8 pattern credits. Let me put you on pause real fast. Alright, sorry about that. There are names for Ravelry that I don't know how to say. So, one of the $8 pattern credits goes to Christine. Her Ravelry is EKATERIN for love. And then the other goes to Recreate, so RHICREATE. So, just like everyone with physical prizes, let me know. Or I guess those ones I can just send. I don't actually need an address. So you'll get those ones in your Ravelry mail thingy. Okay, got that and that. Warrior Camp, I have disappeared off the face of the earth for essentially the last month on Warrior Camp. Though I do plan on going back in and starting to hang out and chat in the chatting thread so that we can start getting, I still haven't been running much, so I can start doing that again. Inspire myself to work out with you guys, I guess. So, but it has been really nice to see everyone still in chatting a little bit and hanging out, and I am really sorry that it has taken me so long to get the prize drawings drawn, but I promise that they will get mailed to you. Alright, come here. The kitten just wants to attack you. You're okay. See? So you can see the kitten back there, and we have Freya on my lap now. The kitten is being a kitten and wants to play and attack and wrestle. And Freya, she is an elder cat. She does not so much want to play and attack and wrestle. So she's not pleased with the new kitten being here. Anyways, so works in progress. I don't really have much to show you. I am still working on my Romney fleece. You can see I have my comb set up and I have a basket that is still looking very full, though I have actually spun some out of it. I have been using my ebony Jenkins Turkish drop spindle at work to spin, and then I spun up for a sample card on my pocket wheel. So just not a whole lot of progress that is visible there, though I do promise that that basket is getting more and more full every time I do this. It doesn't take very long to comb a handful of fiber, so it is a giant fleece. Well, I feel like it's a giant fleece, but it's progressing. I'm getting somewhere. I can see that the bag that the fleece is stored in is less full. Doesn't really mean much, but it's less full. So that is my only kind of continuous work in progress right now. The sample card, I have singles and 2-ply. I am going to be matching a skein, that Princess Bride skein. There you go. I'm going to be matching that Princess Bride skein because I would like to do a giant circle shawl with this Romney fleece and that Princess Bride skein of yarn. Sorry, Freya. So, Princess Bride, Romney. I think that they will look good together. It'll blend in a little bit with the lighter colors, but I think that they will pair very well. And it's not anywhere near as soft as the merino and silk content of this guy, but it is really nice and soft, and I will be able to wear it next to my skin. Which is interesting because this is another sample card for a different little bit of Romney that is not as nice and soft, and I don't think that I can wear this like on my forehead. I'd probably be able to wear it as a sweater. It'll be itchy in here, but I think I can probably deal with that. And I find that interesting because this fiber, like this, feels softer than the fiber for this one. But they are two very different textures, even though they are from the same fleece. So this one's really nice and soft and silky. And then this one is kind of, it is soft, but it has more of a prickle factor. Now one thing, I'm not sure if that's just because of the prep. This one is combed. This one was hand carded. I don't have the lock length for this guy. It's short enough that I can't actually use these hand combs to comb it. The 5-pitch combs are actually too wide for this fiber. Put everything out the way. Too wide for this fiber. So this, I spun it long draw from a Rolag prep, which is definitely going to make a different structure, but I didn't think that it would make that much of a difference for the feel. So it'll be interesting when I have a smaller pair of hand combs to see how this compares to something that's done with a combed top prep. Okay, mark that one off on my list. I actually have a rough outline today. I'm trying to follow it, so I don't know if that's going to work very well. So I told you guys last time, I'm pretty sure I told you guys last time, that I entered stuff in the fair. I did handspun. I actually, because I hadn't gotten around to drawing yet, entered this one too. So I entered 5 skeins of handspun. The pile was right back there. I haven't put anything away yet. 3 hand knit from commercial yarn, and 3 hand spun and then hand knit. I also put this one in again. I haven't drawn yet, so I figured I'd put it in. And I got blue ribbons on everything except for one, which I got a red ribbon on. But on that one that I got a red ribbon, I also got a People's Choice ribbon. So I thought that was kind of funny. By far my hand spun 3-ply and then knit into a sweater project was the most awarded. I got the first place ribbon, but then I also got a special award, People's Choice, and Best of Show. So it was a lot of fun walking into fair on Thursday after I got off work and seeing what ribbons I got and how things were all displayed, because I was working the day it was drop off. Ty actually went and dropped all of my stuff off, and then I didn't get to see anything until the fair had already been on for 2.5 days by the time that I got to go see the exhibits. I did walk through the sheep barn. There are a lot of meat sheep that are entered in the sheep barn. I didn't see any fiber sheep, which isn't really a huge surprise, but I figured there might be something more multi-purpose than the ones that I saw there. Let me pause this again so I can get my fleece and fiber source book so I can tell you about the breeds that I did see there. Okay, so I got my fleece and fiber source book from the library. So the 2 breeds that I saw at the fair, they were adorable sheep. They were very happy looking sheep, well, hot, but generally happy looking. Hampshire and Suffolk. Most of them were Hampshire-Suffolk crosses. So they are part of the Down family, and it looks like Hampshires are typically white, because any off-color fibers lower the commercial value. They are neither lustrous nor flat. This is for both. Let's see. The Suffolk is a 25 to 33 micron with a really short staple length, 2 to 3.5 inches, and a fleece is 4 to 8 pounds. And then the Hampshire, variable ranging from 24 to 33 microns, with most of them falling between 25 and 29 microns, 2 to 4 inch staple length, and 4.5 to 10 pound fleece. That's crazy. The notes for knitting, crocheting, and weaving. The yarn works well for making socks, mittens, hats, and everyday sweaters. Alright, after the distraction of everyone coming in and saying hello to the dogs and everything happening. Sapphire. Leave it. There. Where was that? The sheep breeds were the Suffolk Hampshire crosses, which were very pretty sheep. I would be interested in learning, getting a fleece from one of those, or a part of a fleece from one of those, and trying it out just to say I've tried it. Add it to my little breed study collection thingy. But yeah. And then when I got over to where my hand spun and hand knit from hand spun stuff was, I was really happy to see it, to find it, and see all of my ribbons on it. And everything was displayed really nicely. You could actually tell what things were. And then when I found my stuff in just the hand knit, not hand spun section, which was a totally different building, everything was just folded up. You couldn't. My giant circle shawl was like this big and square. My Dance Macabre beaded giant lace shawl, you couldn't even tell that it had lace on it. Yeah, so that was kind of very disappointing, but yeah, I don't know if I'll enter stuff in that part of the fair next year unless I can volunteer to help set things up, or maybe, I don't know, bring hangers so that they have things to hang them with, though other things were hung and they didn't provide hangers, or the people who brought the stuff in didn't provide hangers. So I don't know. I don't know. And then one of my friends is in town, so yesterday, she's one of the ladies that I hung out with, camped with at Black Sheep, Barb. So Barb and Leslie and I all went on a field trip to Jan's house so that we could see his yarn and talk to him about the art yarn that he's been spinning, because he's really into bouclés and adding stuff in and trying different coil techniques and all that kind of stuff, which obviously is like the complete opposite of everything that I have been doing. So it's really inspiring to go see someone else's work and see what he's been doing, and look at everything and answer questions and kind of think about, okay, well, if I had this yarn, what would I make out of it? How would I best showcase this yarn? So I did do a post with pictures on my blog about that yesterday. So if you're interested in seeing pictures, they're there. I will link in the description down below in YouTube. And it's definitely inspired me to try and make some smaller art yarn kind of skeins and see what I can create from them. Maybe some kind of coil yarn and use it in a overshot woven pillow or something. I don't know. but they were pretty and they were inspiring. So we'll see. I might have some art yarns to show off every once in a while. And then the last thing that I have to talk to you guys about today is mail stuff. So I got a gift card for my birthday. Yes, that was almost 3 months ago. From my parents, and they got me a gift card for Paradise Fibers. I finally decided what I wanted to buy from Paradise Fibers, so I actually got myself a little zoom loom, the shocked zoom loom, because with all of these little sample cards and tiny sample skeins that I'm spinning up, yes, I really enjoy having, let me grab it, it's right here, a box full of samples. So here's the ones that I've showed you before. Here's a little colorful one, California Red Sheep, which is a totally different breed that I should get some more of their fleece so that I can talk about it. My first attempt at Ply on the Fly. Here I have some samples from my Big Giant Sweater Spin. And then kind of as a progressive shot, these are both from the same fiber, but they were spun at different times in my spinning experience. So like this one, I don't remember when I spun it. The bottom one I spun just shortly after I had started spinning, and then the top one I spun about 1.5 years, 2 years after I learned how to spin. So you can see my progress, my learning. Anyways, I would like to do something with these samples, not just leave them in a box. So I have been thinking about all of the different memory blankets that people have been making, the mitered squared memory blankets. And I thought, why not, since I want to see how that yarn works up in a little sample, do that for all of my little sample yarns and eventually have enough of those little shacked zoom loom squares to make a bedspread or something, a pillow cover, I don't know. And then all of my leftover stock yarn, I tried the mitered square thing. I wasn't a huge fan. So maybe I will do my own memory blanket from the zoom loom squares. So yeah, I don't really know. So next time we chat, I may have a bunch of squares to show you guys. As far as I know, Paradise Fibers hasn't sent the zoom loom yet, so I'm not sure when it will get here. I'm hoping next week. But yeah, I will have a new toy to play with. For all of the Warrior Camp winners, please get a hold of me so that we can discuss these things and sending these things to you. There's one more shot of the pretty. And it was fun chatting with you guys. I will see you in a couple weeks.